today. Gum chewing game review of Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. I did have to look up some stuff to remember. I've not played this game in a long time. I have the 360 version here. I'd like to get the Xbox One version at some point just to have it part of that ever-growing collection that I've been amassing. If anyone saw my Instagram picture yesterday, I got some new games in there. If you spotted them, I'll probably do another Xbox One collection, maybe the end of this month. But anyway, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. This is probably my second favorite Assassin's Creed, behind 2. 2's still my favorite because, I don't know, 2 just did improve so much on the first in so many good ways. And it just, I don't know, Ezio's first game, it was pretty big world and stuff. I'm pretty sure that's the one that introduced, like, buying buildings and earning money off them and whatnot. But this one is probably my second favorite. And if I get more of the Assassin's Creeds, I might do like a ranking of them. I think people have asked for me to talk about the games as a whole. But this one is awesome. I remember I played it. I think I got it from GameFly in 2013 when it first released, because a lot of people weren't going after it. They were going after either the one on Xbox. Actually, no, the one on Xbox One was not out until like a month later, I believe. I was able to get it though. Played the hell out of it. You he plays Edward Kenway here. He is this takes place before Assassin's Creed 3. He is the father of Haytham, who is Connor's, so he's Connor's grandfather. But I believe, I want to say the end of this game, his wife or girlfriend, whoever he's with, has given birth to Haytham. Because I could be wrong here, but I don't, I'm not gonna. Assassin's Creed Rogue. Actually, no, Assassin's Creed Rogue ties in with Unity, I believe. I'm sorry, but it also has ties to 3, also, I believe. It's been a while since I played that one too. Takes place in the Caribbean. Obviously, the theme here is pirates. Pretty sure in the beginning you stumble upon, one of the kind of temples or whatever. Because I think you get shipwrecked or something like that. I can't remember the beginning completely. But it's a pretty big game world. You use the ship in this one more than any. Actually, I guess Odyssey, you use it a ton too, but you really use it a ton in this one. This game graphically looked awesome. Even on the 360 at that point, it looked awesome. I don't know how much better it looks on the Xbox One version, but it looked really good. You meet a ton of historical, actual people who were alive that time, pirates. You had, Blackbeard was in it. I can't remember his actual name, Blackbeard. Stede Bonnet, Charles Vane, Mary Read. There's a bunch. There's more. But they want like a utopia, kind of like almost like a pirate utopia. These people, there's multiplayer. I never played any of the multiplayer in this one, so can't comment on that. You can travel. Like, the cool thing about this is you travel to, like, I think Havana, Kingston, Nassau, Port-au-Prince. Is that how you say it? Even like the southern tip of Florida, if you look on the map, that's what it would be. That kind of stuff. Was not Florida at that point, but 1715 is the year it says on the back here. So that would be, I guess, about 60 years before 3. Or a little bit, maybe like 55. And when you're doing, sorry if this review's a little kind of scatterbrained, I'll real quickly talk about when you're in the arena, they do the real world stuff, and they didn't. I can't remember now. I'm pretty sure they didn't do it in Odyssey. But the real world stuff is you work for, you're an employee of Abstergo, who is pretty much the Templars. And you're like making a video game and stuff, and you're like going in and finding things. It's actually kind of cool, I thought, from what I remember of it. I thought it was cool. Like I said, the ship combat's awesome in these games. You can upgrade your ship. It's the Jackdaw, the name of the ship. Right? But ship combat, so you upgrade the sails, you upgrade the weapons, you can upgrade the hull and stuff, and the armor or whatever. You can recruit pirates in this one. I think you have other ships you can get, and you could like assign people to other ships and stuff. I want to say, do you do this stuff like in the one where you'd send out like little side quests you do, and then you get bonus points or whatever? I don't know if that was the same way, but like I said, Edward stumbles kind of upon the Assassins Templar stuff, and fights for the cause, unlike his son, who is a Templar. The combat's classic Assassin's Creed combat as well. You got guns in this one as well. But it's not like, the guns have become more prevalent. Well, maybe not. In 3, they were more prevalent than this. But the combat's great as always. Like I said, you can bounce it from island to island. You can explore islands. There's sunken ships you can explore in your boat. You got that. It obviously has the eagle vision again, which I'm pretty sure helps you find some of the sunken stuff, like the treasures. You can harpoon like whales and hunt whales and stuff for upgrades. You can hunt on land as well to upgrade stuff. It was just cool because it's funny. I actually went to Salem a year in 2014 after I played this, and it was funny. I was like, oh man, because they had a pirate museum and you're seeing all these people and stuff. Even though Salem's obviously far up north compared to the Caribbean, but it was kind of cool because I was like, oh yeah, I remember these names and this stuff from the game. There's forts you can take over, or you have to, I think, to maybe get points and stuff like that. Not points, but like there's hidden, the hidden areas and stuff you check. I believe there's ruins in this as well you can search and explore. It's a pretty big game world. You hunt the, I'm pretty sure you hunt the, you harpoon like whales and stuff. You get in a small boat and you go do it. I'm pretty sure it's not happening off of the bigger boat itself. Like I said, the parkour is there. It's you're running across trees and stuff. You're running up across the buildings in the towns and cities and stuff. Usual mission types. You got to be stealthy. Overall, I like I said, I liked it. I mean, I probably should have went back and played more of it so I could have really given a proper review without kind of trying to remember everything. It's been a while. Like I said, I might wait till I get it on Xbox One at some point if I ever do, and maybe do a gameplay and play it on there. This is backwards compatible, so I could just play it again, but I've been playing so much. You jump across ships into the ship combat and stuff. The ship combat, you bust up the ship a bit, and then you get closer to it. You jump on it, and kill all the guys, and you get the supplies and stuff, which you use to upgrade as well as the stuff you hunt. I can't remember a lot of the story. I remember most of the characters will die. The people, I'm pretty sure Mary Reed, and there's another one in there as well, another female pirate. I don't know if they're both locked up together at this point where you have to free one of them, like a prison, I believe. I believe you get turned on as well. I think one of the guys becomes like a privateer or whatever for the English, or it might be the Spanish. One of the two of the English, I think. Because they're the kind of people you're kind of battling. I honestly can't remember a ton of the Templar stuff in this one. like I said, the setting was huge. The setting was awesome. And as you're down, and there's little islands to explore. It's really like you're just on your ship, and you're like, oh, what's this? I'm gonna check it out. You know, there's something in the water. I gotta go check that out and stuff. Really, really cool in that regard. I mean, the combat's always solid in Assassin's Creed games. It's gotten a little different over time, but this was almost the game for a lot of people that kind of brought the series back. I mean, I personally enjoyed 3 quite a bit. Actually, 3 is probably my top 5, but some people didn't like it, and they thought this was like a return to kind of form because people, like, Revelations wasn't bad. Assassin's Creed Revelations, the last one with Ezio, but people were starting like, it's the same thing, and this one really kind of rejuvenated the franchise. And then Rogue and Unity came out the year after. I played a good amount of Unity, and I don't hate it, but it's not one of my favorites, one of my least favorite in the series. And Rogue, I actually enjoyed Rogue quite a bit, but those both weren't super well received. And then Syndicate was. I mean, I really like Syndicate. I've played Origins, but not a ton of it, like 15 hours. And then obviously I really liked Odyssey, even though I almost don't look at it as an Assassin's Creed. It's an awesome open world game, but for an Assassin's Creed game, that one's probably like behind this one, behind 3 for me, behind 2. Syndicate as well, yeah. I mean, maybe it's 5 or 6. Maybe even Brotherhood I'd put it behind, but in front of it. But it says in the back here was the largest Assassin's Creed world ever created, and that was before Assassin's Creed Origins. And obviously Valhalla is coming out, or it's just out. Maybe today even, I don't know. I was watching a quick look on that from Don Giant Bomb. That looks phenomenal. So I'll pick that up at some point. I don't know when. But yeah, it's kind of a review of it. I would give the game, honestly, a 9 out of 10 at least. Like I said, I really enjoy it. Like, I'm not doing the review complete justice because it's been so long since I played it, and I wanted to kind of play it again, at least a decent amount of it to refresh, but I just never got around to it. So going by a lot by memory and just kind of looking some stuff up, but it is really awesome. Like I said, a 9 out of 10 for this one for sure. The graphics still probably look good. Most 360 graphics, especially later titles, still look fine. The combat's fun. The ship combat's really fun. Land combat's fun. The parkour is on point in this. From jumping from trees, climbing up, ladders, tree, boom, boom, jumping across buildings. Along like the clothesline type things they have from buildings. It flows well. It's an Assassin's Creed game that flows very well, and there's a ton of stuff to do and find. You're finding the little memory shards and stuff. I don't know if you do any of those kind of weird side ones. There is that DLC in this, which I've never played. One is I think he's your first mate in the game. I can't remember his name. But I'm pretty sure he has a DLC, right? It's Freedom Cry, it's called, I believe. That was for this one. That was for 3. That was for this one, right? Like I said, though, it's fun. Definitely play it if you're into Assassin's Creed. It'll probably end up being one of your favorites in the series just because it works well. I think a lot of Assassins. I think Unity. I didn't like Unity as much. There was some technical issues. I didn't play it fully, but I will eventually go back to it. But there's technical issues and stuff like that. But the thing I think it was a lot of the same. It had the same vibe of the older ones with Ezio and that kind of tight, contained unit of an area. Because you can even say Syndicate did that, but Syndicate was more open in my opinion. Syndicate was really good. I need to play Syndicate again. I need to pick that up. I owned it and I sold it. I need to pick that up again because I think that's fairly cheap. That was a good one too. That's when using Jacob and Evie. But anyway, like I said, 9 out of 10. it's all there. If you haven't played it, picked it up. I guess preferably the Xbox One or PS4 version. But it's also on PS3 and 360, obviously. But yeah, probably gonna try to finish this week with the ramble where I show my shoe collection, the very small shoe collection I have. Eating Pop-Tarts, the sugar cookie Pop-Tarts people want to see. What's today, Tuesday? I'll try to think of something else. Another probably a non-gum chewing video. I did the alien video with no gum chewing, but I shall see. It's always kind of just whatever I come up with for the day, right? But anyway, yeah. Thanks everyone for checking this out, and have a good day.